evening, guys and girls, and welcome to our first online championship weekend of 2026 season. Leigh, this is exciting, and there's a lot of money up top.
Yeah, there is more money
There's
up top than there should.
There's a little more.
More money up top than there should be, Des. More money than there should be. But hey, let's not worry about that.
All about the medals, Leigh.
Yeah, first APAT Online Championship Weekend of the year. First of 7 in total that we've announced, if you include the Worlds as well. Every one of them has got a Vegas 27 invite for the winner of the main event. Medals for the main event as well. We had 139 runners across 3 day ones. They all piled in this afternoon for the Sunday Turbo at 4 o'clock, and we got to 1-3, which is we just got above that 5K guarantee. So first of all, a huge thank you to every one of you that supported the first weekend. We hit the guarantee on the PLO last night as well, so that was good fun. £500 PLO for a £10 comp as well. There is some value in tonight's Bounty Hunter, which is happening at the moment. That has got late reg for until the end of level 10. Once it comes off the break, I'll tell you exactly how long you've got left on that. You need to get your calculator out to work it out, but basically it's a 30 quid buy-in. It's got £2,000 guaranteed on it. It's got 51 runners at the moment with 30 remaining. I think it needs something like 70 something odd to hit the guarantee. So bit of value in that, and you've got a little bit of late reg if you want to get involved in that. Also up and running in about 30 seconds, we have got a satellite. Satellite didn't run on Friday. So much else going on, I think, really. But the APAT Players' Choice satellite, £10 entry to win a £140 seat. It's got 3 runners ready to go, which means I think 3 is enough to get it going. So it will do. We guarantee 1 seat. So there is a 140 seat up for grabs tonight. Starting in 3, 2, 1. It's about to go now. The 3 that are already in it, great. But that, if you think about that, it's a £10 buy-in. Yeah, £140 seat. It's got 3 runners at the moment. Huge value in that. If you want to get involved in that one, go for it. But yeah, we have on the main event, we have got 9 players left. We're just paying 6 this week.
6, only 6, Leigh.
Just your 6, but it won't be 6 in future. I can promise you that. Just a glitch in setup, which it happens. These things
it does.
Happen.
It does.
And bear in mind, say what we required and asked for was set up from scratch by the Sky Poker team and the iPoker team. So we will let people off a little glitch and say top 6 will get just a little bit of a nicer payout than they would have done. So that's the way. And it's a level playing field because everybody knew about it. It was all in the lobby. So nothing's changed last minute with that. So we've got 9 players remaining. I Want to Be a Boss is our chip leader at the moment. Got 660,000. I'll confirm big blinds on for you on that one when I flick tables, because let's find. If I could find, it's fine with big, but top of that screen there, 103 bigs at the moment. That is an Odie Fishy, second in chips, Check Fold Dean third, the Big Fish 1999, Walliam is 5th, Cats Without a Hat, then Clangman 10, Budwa and Always the Ace. They are our remaining 9. So 1 to go, and we'll be on a final table, and we will then we'll really start focusing on that. So meanwhile, just to confirm, the Bounty Hunter that I just mentioned has got 40 minutes of late reg, £30 buy-in, £2,000 guaranteed on that. Let me tell you, so you've got to get your calculators out to work these out. So it needs 74 runners, so it's got 51 at the moment, so it's about 23 runners light, to give you an idea. So nice little bit of value in that if you want to get involved in that one. And that's the last one for kind of this weekend. But talking about value, we have got one more tournament this weekend because it is a Easter bank holiday weekend. Tomorrow night.
Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, is our Vegas 27 free roll.
Yeah.
So that is open to everybody to play. It's says what it says. It's a free roll, costs you nothing to play. Registration opens at midnight tonight. 7:30 start tomorrow. Sky have very generously thrown in £410 worth of online tickets for the top 20 players. I think there's a £100 ticket for the winner. Plus, the winner will also get an invite to the Vegas 27 live final in Manchester at the end of the year, where they've got a chance of winning a $10,000 Vegas bankroll plus hotel, flights, and expenses as well. So it is one of two free ways that you can get yourself into that live final. Once on Monday with Sky Poker, and then once later on in the year with Poker Raffles. So they are your two freebie options if you want to get involved in that. So yeah, that opens at midnight tonight. So basically, sometime tomorrow, Bank Holiday Monday before 7:30, get yourself regged, and you'll be in that with a shout.
Absolutely.
First of all, shout out some great tickets. So thanks to Sky for throwing those in as well, because we were going to do it just for the Vegas 27 ticket, and the guys at Sky said, "Well, should we put something in there as well?" And we said, "Well, okay, yeah, let's do that." So they said, "Well, we'll put some tickets in for the top 20 then." So yeah, so huge thank you to them. That's already in the lobby, in the upcoming, ready to go. So there's 3 in the Players' Choice Satellite. So that started 3 minutes ago. If you want to get involved in that and join Tony G, Chester, and Vertigo. Vertigo won a seat, I think last week. I think he won the first ever one on the Friday, week before last. So they're currently in it. It's just the 3 runners, £10 entry, gets you a 140 ticket to use for any APAT event you like in 2026, any live event, entirely up to you what you want to play. So that's on the go. Late reg, 38 minutes left in the Bounty Hunter. That's a £30 buy-in if you want to get involved in that. $2,000 guarantee on that. And we are watching the main event, day 2, 139 runners to start. We are down to 9, and we have got a pretty, I was going to say a pretty chunky chip leader, Des, but I don't want to upset. I want to be a boss just in case they're.
Got to be PC about this, Leigh.
Just in case they genuinely are some sort of sort of dawn of whatever. But they've got 650,000 chips, which equates to 108 big blinds at the moment. That is over double the next person stack wise at the moment, and they are on the table. We are currently watching. Now they've got Wallowin. I can never quite.
I recognise his name.
Yeah, no, I recognise the name. I can never quite remember how you pronounce the
Walwyn, would it be?
The online Walwyn. Yeah. It's currently 3rd in chips. So with 38 bigs, then you've got the big fish, and always frustrating when it goes to the time bank and you lose the name of who's on the screen, which is really annoying. I think it's a no defishy. I know it's not. It's was that Clangmen 10? Oh, see, look, when the time bank comes in, there we go, Clangmen 10. So they both got it sort of in the 20s, 25 sort of bigs between the two of them. So yeah, I want to be a boss is very much bossing this tournament, and certainly bossing this table 3 times. In fact, got more than the other 3 put together on this table of 4. But we do have a table of 5 as well over here.
Oof, look at that.
Which is, I guess it's being bossed by Checkfold Dean. Now, I don't know whether Checkfold Dean is Dean Pearson.
I mean, that was my assumption.
Yeah, could well be. But I've said we're still learning names, guys. So if you're in the chat, do let us know.
Oh, do please.
If you're out there, do get involved. As we're waiting for this to get down to a final table. But,
just as you speak there, Leigh, Brian Frew pops up in the chat saying, good evening, guys. Good evening to you, Brian. I mean, there's lots of others out there, Leigh. There's quite a few watching on. I know Jeff Lowry is there. I know Alan Brady's been in and out a couple of times. I know Andy Atkins is out there. So there's quite a bunch of you guys. Just say hello. Yeah, let us know. And if you've been playing, let us know what ID you are playing under. Brian has come back to us, Leigh. I'm Black Doug. Oh, right. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, saw you earlier on playing, Brian. I think you, I'm just trying to see whether you, made day 2 from the turbo today with sort of pretty much average stack, came into day 2. So the Big Fish 1999 was our chip leader going into this day 2. And actually the top 2 on the chips. Anoda Fishy was the other one, but they only 2 to have over 100,000 going into day 2. Both still going with 9 left. So that's pretty impressive, because even coming in with a decent stack, I mean, it's sort of 2.5 times the average stack they had going into day 2. You still got pretty much a minefield to negotiate through. So to be down to the final 9, pretty decent.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah, well done. I see Neil Vickers, Tony G as well, and others have joined us in the chat watching the stream. There's Tony G's just popped in. Evening all, evening to you, Mr. G, sir. Pony is currently chip leader, only just in the Players' Choice Satellite. Still only 3 runners in that. We are going to give the seat away because it's a guaranteed seat. So, but to be honest,
30 quid.
It could be great value tonight if you want to get involved in that. If you can flick in a tenner, you've got late reg for about another 50 minutes if you want to. But yeah, the ticket gets given away, so it's the same as so we've always done with our 140 tickets. We guarantee them. They've got to run. Fridays didn't run. I think it's just a lot of other tournaments going on, and it's been a super busy weekend of live poker. Really appreciate all of you that have been able to play online, because Des and I and Tom were chatting in a kind of a message group, because Tom's still over in Dublin earlier on, and kind of going, well, so there's however many thousand people over in Dublin, there's however many thousands of people over in Prague. I saw Dusk Till Dawn had 1,000 runners at least for their event. There's Easter Beasts happening left, right, and centre in the UK. There was a big event in at Genting in Stratford. I'm surprised there's anybody left, to play online poker. So with all the options you've got for live, it's
Leigh, so we're talking about top pros and what have you. Steve Forte's out there. He says, Des and Leigh, did you see Mr. Tom Brady on the live stream of the Irish Main Open feature table? We didn't see him, did we, Leigh? We didn't see him.
I may have shared the link. Yes, I may well have shared the link. No, some good success over in Dublin, and great to see lots of APATers enjoying themselves.
Oh God, yeah, and, amazing,
and getting on with it. I haven't seen much of the video from the crack den yet. Haven't seen any of the karaoke yet or the lip sync battle, but I did hear a rumor that Chris Bean absolutely smashed the lip sync battle with a version of Wuthering Heights. Apparently, I don't know whether that's true or whether somebody was winding me up.
So it's coming straight out of the Epstein files, is it, Leigh? I mean, that doesn't sound.
It's to say the least. So only slight problem with our setup here is I'm not able to see what's happening on the other tables. I've got to literally flick between them if I want to see whether there is anything much going on. So just bear with me. We may well miss exit if we're on the wrong table. So just bear that one in mind.
I can say, Leigh, the two shorties, always the ace 72k, the big fish, as we talked about, 107k. So those are your two shorties at the moment.
They are, and if you look at the big fish on the screen, I've got it set up for the big blinds. You can see. So even 8th in chips with 100k is still 17 bigs. It's not really a short stack yet, is it? And always the ace has got about 14 bigs. Is that that I'd say until it gets below that 10, it's never really feeling like you're properly short stacked, are you?
Yeah. In the chat box, Leigh, Tony G said for sure we'll get a few late regs later on in the Sassy. Wouldn't be surprised to see that fill up if I'm honest. But get in early, who knows? Simon Lawler, the Oracle, has arrived, Leigh. Evening, he says, in his normal, understated way. And he goes on to say, some great football this weekend. Now, I don't know about you, Leigh. I didn't watch the football this weekend because, of course, it's Easter. The family have been around. So was there football this weekend?
Really? You didn't watch the football?
Oh, I didn't see anything.
I can't imagine a weekend where your beloved Reds would be on the television and you wouldn't have watched it. I'll be honest, you might have turned it off. I mean, I'm not.
To be honest, I did watch it, and there were points in the second half when I actually had a debate with myself, which is not a very comfortable place to be. Should I make a stand? Should I just turn this off and walk away? But I mean, I wasn't man enough to do that.
A lot of the Big Fish is all in with ace 6 against the queen 6 of. Oh goodness me! I want to be a boss, and well, when you're running good, you are running good. Turns the straight. I want to be a boss, and we are down to 8 as the Big Fish 1999 departs in 9th, and there is your final table.
Fantastic,
folks. We are Leigh, up and running.
I have some insight for you. James Yeatman is out there and says, "Come on, the Big Fish, aka it's Pete from the Bath Boys."
Ah, right.
The Bath Boys, okay. That is who Big Fish is. Thank you, James. Simon says Liverpool weren't playing. Once again, Simon is quite right. Quite right. But listen, I have to say, Leigh, I was really quite peed off with it. Not surprised, but maybe a little surprised, but really peed off. But I have to say, I caught the end of the Arsenal game on the radio, and when Southampton scored the winner, my little heart. And I shouldn't be like this. I mean, it's bitter, isn't it? It's twisted. But I took some consolation from Arsenal going out. That's the way football is.
What I would say is, in general, it's been 4 really good quarterfinals for different reasons. So City just did a half-hour job on Liverpool.
Oh, they played well. Fair play to them. Yeah.
Chelsea turned up, and okay, it's Port Vale, but they stuck 7 past them and did what needed doing. Obviously, the great upset with Saints going ahead, Arsenal sneaking back and looking like they're going to win it, and then both Saints goals were great, and they hit the crossbar twice as well. And then the game tonight was phenomenal. Went to penalties, 2-0 down into added on time as we lose our first player on the final table. Czech Foldin taking that down with a 10-8 up against the ace deuce of Anodi Fishy.
We're on the money bubble,
already
right?
down. So we are on the money bubble now. Yeah, very
Careful,
much.
Guys.
Hefty money bubble, because min cash here is £219.
That's some X on your 40 quid buy-in. That's okay.
It's quite nice. I hope the whoever busts next, the other 6 have a little whip round and look after them. Let's hope that happens. Yeah. So, but and the final quarterfinal today, say 2-0 down, going into added on time, pull it back to 2-2. Then have a goal
2-0 down, Leigh.
Then have a goal disallowed in extra time. I think 2 disallowed in extra time. Goes to penalties. They have to sub on their reserve goalkeeper with 5 minutes to go.
What?
West Ham.
Oh, so West Ham were 2 down.
West Ham were 2 down, scored in the 90+3 and the 90+6 to take it to extra time, then had 2 goals disallowed in extra time. 5 minutes before the end, they have to sub their keeper off and bring on a 20-year-old to make his debut for the penalty shootout. He saves the first penalty, and he's going mental. Jared Bowen then misses the next one, and Leeds go on and win the penalty shootout, and that's that. So it's Leeds versus Chelsea in the one semi-final, and it's Man City versus Southampton in the other. You were kind of hoping it was going to be Southampton Leeds, maybe to give one of those a chance, because ultimately it could end up now being a Chelsea City.
You'd have your money on that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and that's that. But you never know, because nobody would have said Arsenal would have lost.
Agree.
So that's where we're at. Double, and we have got a super short stack here in Boise 57. But before Boise 57 needs to make a decision on the I was going to say on them. Am I looking at the wrong?
No, it's always the aces, the shorty here, Leigh, with 7 left.
Oh no, it's Boise's gone. It hasn't updated the lobby. That's what the problem is. I'm looking at the super short stack, and it's not updated the lobby on my on my screen. That's the reason why I'm talking nonsense. So the short stack is actually always the ace, who isn't really the short stack at the moment with 10 bigs, I suppose, is kind of that. But you've got 10 bigs, you've got 17 and a 19. It's say obviously super tight, and obviously a big money jump from nothing to £219. Now still just the 3 in the satellite, and you've got late reg another 45 minutes. Late reg in the bounty is another 26 minutes. That's only gone up by a couple since I mentioned it, so that is going to overlay tonight.
Do you remember COVID times? You'd be selling. There's something starting at 10 o'clock, and suddenly you get whoosh, a load of people in. It was amazing. Leigh, like the 1970s cup semi-final there between Chelsea and Leeds, Simon goes on to talk about our payouts, and he says, feels like Tribeca payouts. And we went back to the 1970s there as well. There were a couple of errors in the setup on the payouts site, not what we planned at all. But alas, once these things are in chain, there's not a great deal you can do about it, unfortunately. We'll get it right for the next time.
Unfortunately, the way the structure of these things tend to work these days, it's a case of I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who sets up the tournaments, and that's kind of the way. That's the way it works.
And it's a Sunday, and that's the day the tournament's on. He doesn't do stuff on a Sunday.
It's not an easy one to get resolved. Yeah, but
it's just say super cool to get to the guarantee. And as I say, we will fix that one. But one of these 7 is going to pick up just shy of £2,000 tonight, an APAT gold medal, and the first online winner to win a Vegas 27 invite for November. And to be honest, with just shy of £2,000, they can put a couple £100 away to sort themselves out a train journey to Manchester and a hotel. Check Fold Dean, Ace King up against Clangmen 10 with the Ace Queen, and the Ace Queen's at risk, and Check Fold Dean takes another scalp, and we are in the money. Congratulations to you guys. Clangmen 10 was sitting 4th in chips, really. So unfortunately, it's gone a little bit wrong. It's a tricky one. Ace Queen, 7-handed. I don't know. There's a whole ICM thing there, I suppose, that you could happily discuss, but unfortunately not to be. So congratulations to the remaining 6. You are all in the money. Half of you are going to pick up a medal as well. So good luck if you do that. I'm wondering whether the lobby's frozen in here, and I'm saying there's only 3 sat in the satellite, and there still are 3 sat in the satellite.
Yeah, I'm seeing 6. At least it's updating on my side, Lee.
What's that? The
main here.
Yeah, no, the main is no. I've just gone out and gone back into my lobby, and it's okay. Showing it now because but it was thinking about the satellite, but it's still only showing 3 in the satellite at the moment. So
yeah.
I mean, with events coming up, obviously Newcastle and Walsall coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
You can use, if you say, you could use that 140 for either of those.
I mean, plenty of events on the schedule this year. Of course, lots and lots of choice. So Newcastle is next weekend, if I'm not badly mistaken.
Yeah. And Walsall the weekend after. Yeah.
Not so. We know Ges Howard, didn't he? He won a poker raffles APAT seat. I want to say a week ago. Bound to use it in Walsall. Has to.
Absolutely. Race from Dean with King and gets shoved from Cat Without Hat with Ace King.
Timing. And
it's going to be no good for the Cat Without a Hat.
Unlucky.
Who's going to bust in 6th place, picking up, was sitting 4th in chips. Busts in 6th, picking up £219. And Dean has just become our chip leader.
Nice.
Check Fold Dean now with over 1 million chips, 125 bigs with 5 left. Absolutely dominating this now. Always the ace sat on 6 bigs. Budu on 17. Wellwyn with 30 bigs, and then I Want to Be a Boss has been the chip leader for a good while with 80 bigs. So still plenty of play to go. But Dean is rattling through this final table at the moment. Min cash now is £325 as we get a little bit closer to our medal winners for the night. Yeah, strange weekend for sport though for an Easter weekend, with just the kind of the 4 cup quarterfinals and then league games on the Friday and the Monday, but nothing from the Premier League for the weekend. Yeah. And I saw the boat race was on yesterday.
Oh, no way, really? Who won it?
Same 2 teams in the final again, Des. You wouldn't believe
I don't know how they do it. I think it's a fix.
It gets a bit boring, to be honest, doesn't it? You know what they say. It was always Celtic and Rangers in Scotland, and it gets a bit
And when
boring.
It's the same 2 teams, Lee, all the time, why do they always play at a neutral venue? They
Bizarre,
both sets to say fans have to travel.
Yeah, they won. I think they won 1 each. I think Cambridge won the men's and Oxford won the women's, or might have been vice versa. But I'm pretty sure it was 1 each.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, but just a little bit quiet. But of course, is it next weekend? Is the Masters? I want to say.
That sounds about right.
And then
Steve Forty saying the Grand National next weekend as well.
It's the Grand National next weekend, and then obviously the Cup semi-finals now are about sort of 3 weeks away, I think. So it's a busy old time. I remember going back in the day that when I would have been in primary school, I'm sure there was a weekend where it was the Cup semi-finals, the Grand National, and the golf were all on the same weekend. It was just an absolutely crazy weekend of sport.
I'm surprised they didn't put the Silverstone race on the same weekend as well. I mean, they used to do that in July, didn't they? They clashed it with Wimbledon. They used to try and clash it with everything they could. The Formula One.
Well, Formula One is just obviously on a 5-week break at the moment due to the couple that they've had to cancel. But to be honest, I think with what's gone on in the first 3 races, it probably won't do them any harm just to all have a little bit of a think about what's going on and try and make it. Sort a few things out to actually make it enjoyable and entertaining for the year. Otherwise, it could could be a very poor season. Oh, really? You are? You are enjoying it? Yeah.
I mean, obviously, admittedly, one team is further ahead than the others. It's not unusual but there does seem to be a bit of racing in it. And while a lot of the racing is kind of being manufactured by some of the tech, is that not necessarily always the way in Formula One? It's just a slightly different tech package that's doing it. Anyway, we have a hand here.
Yeah. 10 bigs in the middle, so it's checking down on that board. Check fold Dean. Obviously, massive chip leader against Bidieu, but it's Bidieu that takes it down. So picks up 25 bigs. We've got an extra player in the satellite. They're causing a bit of bother. JD Yeti has joined the satellite and already bust Chester. And taking the chip lead in that, so it's decided. All right, I'll muscle in on some of this. This won't be too difficult.
£10 seat. I'll have that. Thank you very much.
So 4 entries on that at the moment. So it needs 15 to actually to hit the guarantee. So at the moment it's got 4. So huge value in that, and you've got 18 minutes left if you want to get in to the Bounty Hunter tonight, which is still at 55 runners. So again, that's going to be super value with a £2,000 guarantee if you want to get involved in that one on this Sunday night, where of course it's Bank Holiday Monday. So for a lot of people, no work tomorrow. So which is always nice.
But we'll be back, Leigh. We'll be working at Poker Raffles headquarters.
We will. We've got a APAT draw tomorrow night, which again is looking like it's going to be good value for a player's choice seat for tomorrow night. And we're just 1 week away from the big one on Poker Raffles. A week tomorrow, we are drawing another Vegas package, £4,000 Vegas package from £1 ticket. We've got a few tickets to shift in the next 8 days, Des. We've got our work cut out.
I haven't even looked at that one, Leigh.
Yeah. It's we've got a bit of work to do. So race from Bidieu here to just to the min click under the gun, but it's been shoved from Always the Ace and called by Check Fold Dean with the queens. Hits an ace on the flop, so Always the Ace is going to get a double up and a little bit. Through Check Fold Dean, and a little bit of breathing space up to 17.5 bigs now. Always the Ace, so gives themselves still the short stack, but a little bit of room to play with now. So I guess it's Bidieu and Wellwyn who've both got 27 bigs. So not a million miles away from Always the Ace. Now they're the 3, and obviously the 2 chip leaders at the top of the table. Looking good at the moment. Excited to send another person to Vegas. It'll be the last one for this year. So I think we'll then have 2 going out on a £4,000 package, and Amanda is out there on her main event package this summer. So it's going to be a super time in Vegas. We've got those dates up on the APAT website as well. We haven't got an event out in Vegas this year, but basically we put the dates up there where it's likely that Tom and I are going to be out there. So if anybody does want to meet up, and I know a bunch of others are going around that time as well, sort of end of June, early July. It'd be great to catch up with anybody out in Vegas and or wants to go and do stuff. I'm going to try and take in a little bit of the women's NBA basketball whilst I'm there. The Aces play. They've got about 5 or 6 home games whilst I'm out there. I normally try and take in at least one. That's always good fun. And I managed to bag a ticket for Jimmy Carr, who's doing 2 nights at the Encore Theatre whilst I'm out there, and I've managed to nab a ticket for one of those.
Nothing happening in the Sphere that you were able to or interested in?
Yeah, there is. I think they've got the Wizard of Oz thing going on over the summer. So and I know a couple of people have done it and said it's quite because it's that full kind of immersive experience with them
blowing leaves in your face and all this kind of thing. And I don't know if you saw. I saw today on socials they had a stream coming from a camera up at the on the space station that was actually being beamed live. So it was live images into the sphere. I mean, there's some crazy things you could do with that setup.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. Leigh, an update from the chat box. It's James Yeatman again. Regarding the £140 ticket, Leigh, JD Yeti, that's me. So that is James. Okay, James. Yeatman.
Not Mr.
JD Yeti
doesn't miss the opportunity. In for a bit of value.
Not only that, Leigh, not a bit of value, but he said knocked out Chester, both from Bath boys, bit of Bath on Bath boy violence. Sounds kind of dark, Leigh, gotta be honest.
That's what everyone tunes in for on a Sunday night. A little bit of Bath boy on Bath boy action. Yeah, that's what they've all rocked up for. Absolutely. So we're still five-handed here now. Bidou got a bit of an increase on their chips, and it's now Walwyn and always the Ace, who are pretty similar on about sort of 18, 19 bigs each. Czech Foldine still chip lead. Yeah. Oh, another. Who else? Chester. Oh, that it's fighting talk, Des, because so Chester in the satellite has gone. Hold my pint. He's re-entered. Said, all right, I'm. Because to be honest, it's the sort of one where if there's only sort of 4 or 5 runners, you don't mind kind of maybe having
20 quid is good value.
20 quid into 140, even 30 into 140 is still decent value for you. So yeah, it's well worth it. Whilst it's low on numbers, you got another 30 minutes left for late reg till just after level 8 on that one if you want to get involved. They're good stats. Friday nights and Sunday nights. Say we're guaranteeing a ticket as long as the tournament runs. So yeah, keep an eye out on them. I'll be honest. On Sky and keep letting us know your kind of feedback from if you're playing on Sky, if you haven't, maybe you used to play and you haven't for a while and didn't realize they were back on iPoker, and give us some feedback. Let us know what you're playing on. Are you playing on the mobile? Are you playing on the web browser? Are you on the download client? Let us know how it's how you're finding it and how you're getting on with it. But what I would say is there is some super value if you have a little look around the lobby. There is some ridiculously good value tournaments that you can get involved in, especially around the UK exclusive ones. Can we click that before we get disconnected? And yeah, where they've got value. So tonight is the Sunday major that they run, which is an £8,000 guarantee £100 tournament. And I'd be gobsmacked if it's not overlay.
That overlay last weekend, Leigh, we talked about that as well. What is the number in currently?
It's got another hour and 45 to run, but it's got 57 entries and it needs about 90. Okay. Ace King versus the Queens, and the Queens are at risk, but the Queens are going to get a full double up through Czech Foldine. Always the Ace has gone from the short stack to third in chips now. A serious turnaround. And that dent in Czech Foldine's stack puts I Want to Be a Boss back as the only just as the chip lead now. But yeah, that Sunday major, and that the winner of the free roll tomorrow will get a Sunday major ticket, £100 ticket. So yeah, it's really, really good value. £8,000 guaranteed in it. As I say, it needs 90. I think it's 90 runners to hit it. It's got 57 at the moment. Hour and 45 late reg, but it's 9:30 now in the UK. I mean, so it is late reg until sort of 11 o'clock ish. But yeah, a lot of people aren't flicking into that 11 o'clock at night. So definitely worth keeping up. But they run those every night. So there's like a 3,000 or a 4,000 guarantee. Comp different bounty hunters and different things, and they're all in the UK kind of exclusive, the Sky exclusive ones. Well worth checking out, which is where the APAT ones sit in there as well. So you can find them. Although we've got our own tab as well, if you just want to find the APAT ones really, really easily. So yeah, have a delve around. And again, some of the satellites into some of those as well. Worth getting involved in if you've got you've got some time to play. Well worth checking out. And to say I find the platform pretty good. It's super clean and easy to play on, whether you're playing on a tablet or your phone or sat at your
at your computer, whatever. Whichever method you're using,
Yeah.
it seems pretty good. And I have found the tournament info. It's not available. So when I'm viewing a table like we're just doing now, it's not available. But when you are actually playing, there is you can click the tournament ID number, and it brings up a pop-up box with all of the stats you want on that, without having to go back to the lobby or anything like that. So, but again, if you're learning anything as you go, let us know. Because it's worth sharing the stuff. I mean, if you've got a Sky Bet account, you can transfer money from what is your main Sky Bet main wallet into the poker wallet as well, but you've got to be in the poker software to do that. So you can only do it via the poker software, but you can then go into your cashier and say you want to transfer from your Sky Bet account, your main wallet, into your poker wallet. So you can do it that way as well if you want to. A few people kind of will messaged me recently because they weren't quite sure how that was working, because they'd done the deposit and then couldn't transfer it into their poker account. You've got to be in the poker software to be able to do that. But I think it's pretty cool software, and it's great to have an APAT tab back up and running to find everything that we've got going. And so we'll keep adding tournaments, and give us some feedback on this. We set this up. £40 is their normal buy-in for kind of the normal daily comp that runs every night. They do a mini version at a tenner. So we kind of went along with 40 and 10. It felt right for a main event, but let us know, is 40 too much? For the time that you're putting in, or would £10 be too cheap for a main event? I kind of like to think that it should have a decent prize pool in it for a main event when it's a medal event. But yeah, let us know via the Facebook group. Always appreciate everybody's feedback, and we do pay attention to them.
We do indeed.
And we'll make adjustments if we need to. Guys, I've got no issue with adjusting future championship weekends if we feel it's better for the players. I think this one, I'm quite happy with the timings on this, Des. It's the main event day ones on Friday and Saturday were 7:00 and we're done by sort of 10:30. The turbo, I think I can add a little bit more into the turbo on the Sunday. We can probably make it not a 5-minute clock, maybe a 6 or an 8-minute clock. I think we can get that in to give it a little bit more play. But then obviously we're 7:00 start for the day 2, and we're on the final table by 9:30. Which means I guess we'll be done by about 10:30. That feels again about right. We never want to be going too late on a Sunday night. Bear in mind it is a bank holiday this weekend, and normally it wouldn't be. So I think timing wise feels about right. And obviously, if we get a few more numbers in future events, when everybody realizes how good the tournaments are and the added value that's added that's included, then it'll go on a little bit longer.
Well, indeed. Leigh, one other thing to add, and we can't say a great deal more than this, but our understanding is that they have a very exciting roadmap, Sky Poker. So I think you can expect continual improvements going forward. I think there will be exciting times ahead for Sky Poker. We're very, very happy to be partnered with them. Now, Leigh, that won't come as a surprise. This will come as a surprise, however, in the chat box. Oh, you got a big hand there, have you?
We got a big hand. We've just lost Walwyn with on a Jack 8 ace board. It all goes in with they've got Jack 9 up against the ace 8 of always the ace, and to be honest, another ace comes along just for absolute dominance of that, and so we are down to 4, and Walwyn departs in 5th place, picking up £324. Congratulations to them. Min cash now is 483.
Blimey.
I mean, I don't mind this top 6 getting paid.
It's all right for 40 quid, isn't it?
It's okay. But I appreciate for some other people might feel, well, yeah, they would have liked it.
Yeah. I tell you what, Leigh, over the course of the last hour, we've seen some clashes here. We've seen some cards.
Yeah, and you think always the ace was the short stack going into this, the kind of final 6, and is now sat, not far off. I want to be a boss. And check fold Dean. Should just say the satellite. The Bath boys, the minute they mentioned they're in there, it's brought some action to the table. We're now up to 7 runners in that, 6 remaining. JD Yeti, James, is still chip leader in that now, got twice those of the next best
player, but Alien 982 Sky has just won a big hand against James, so it's gone chip leader. Alien 982 Sky has joined, and Save Gary has also joined the satellite as well. So 6 in there at the moment, 7 entries in total. So you're halfway. So at the moment you're getting double bubble value on the guaranteed seat, with another 24 minutes of late reg on that one. Couple more entries in the bounty. There's 5 minutes left on that. It's up to 60 now. And what did I say? It needed 70 something odd. So it's going to overlay with a little bit of value in that one. But good luck to the 29 that are remaining in that. Lulu 050166 is currently chip leader in that. Seen Lulu playing a number of APAT events over this weekend. So not sure who Lulu is, but congratulations to you as your chip leader at the moment in the Bounty Hunter.
Well, I tell you what, Leigh, in the chat box, we do have a Lewis Young. I don't think is Lulu, but maybe, who knows? Lewis Young says hi. Hi to you, Lewis. Tony G agrees with you, Leigh. Says, yeah, agree with the turbo. The day 1 seat today finished at around 5:40. Could extend clock from 5 to 7 minutes. Get a bit more play.
And it extends the late reg out for another 20 minutes or 30 minutes, which on a Sunday night might make all the difference for anyone that can just nip in there and because actually, as I explained in the group, if you max late regged that turbo, you sat down with 15 bigs and you only had 3 more levels to play, and they're only 5-minute levels, so you only had to last 15 minutes. And then we roll back 2 levels when you start day 2.
I think it's sweet, and you're so close to the 7 p.m. kickoff.
So you could max late reg it with 15 bigs, duck and dive for 15 minutes or 3 levels, and all in the call 10-9 versus 9-8, and Bidu is going to get a double up through Checkfold Dean, and on we will go. I mean, short stack now with 4 left is 30 bigs, so plenty going on here. Yeah, so from a play point of view, say it rolls back to level 16 then when we start day 2 at 500, 1,000. So I think average stack on going to the day 2 was 40 bigs, was 40,000. So you sit down with 15. Yeah, so actually, yeah, if you give a little bit more play to get into that late reg especially on the turbo one, and obviously it's biggest stack through, so you can, it is a bit of a last chance saloon for people as well who might have had a go on the Friday or the Saturday night when you've got a bit more, say there's a bit more time on the clock, 10-minute levels, and but even that's not crazy. It's 3.5. It's about 3.5 hours play in total. It's 18 levels in total. So once you add breaks in, it's just it's nearly 3.5 hours. But there's an argument, I suppose, that you could make that clock a little bit bigger. But I think it goes for a 15-minute clock on day 2. So I think that bit's fine. But yeah, the turbo one definitely we can throw in a little bit more. Maybe we look at a turbo running on the Friday and Saturday night as well at maybe sort of 9 o'clock, and it just runs, or 9:30, and it runs till 11, something like that as well. But I don't want to throw too many day ones out there because. I'd rather the day ones had more numbers in there so people get a bit more play. There's nothing worse than starting a day one and it's hardly got any numbers and you can't build a stack. Do you know? Yeah, that's
particularly until it builds itself up. I mean, you might find as we get into the autumn season, the winter season, that actually there are a lot of players in there, at which point more choice might be a good thing. Lewis says, Leigh, will you be at the APAT in Glasgow in June? Now, I don't think either of us are scheduled to be in Glasgow in June, but you should go, Lewis. You should go. I mean,
I'd love to be at the. I'd love to be at
tournament.
I'd love to be at the APAT in Glasgow in June.
Glasgow in June just sounds wrong, doesn't it? It should be Glasgow in October, where it's freezing cold and wet. And
unfortunately, I'm otherwise
you're
occupied.
You're in Vegas, aren't you? You're in Nevada.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the only one I think that clashes with the Vegas trip. So but Tom will have make sure that we've got a good. Obviously, we're up in Scotland twice, so we're at Glasgow and Edinburgh, and obviously we're up in Newcastle as well, which is kind of I always treat as
Scotland. Scotland as well.
I know a lot of the Scottish guys will come and play when we do Newcastle events. They'll do a trip down there and vice versa. So yeah, it's good. But yes, so I don't think I won't be at Glasgow, but I'd like to get up to Edinburgh if I can later on in the year in the autumn. Love a trip to Edinburgh, to the Maybury. It's a good old school casino to go and visit.
I remember, Leigh. I remember in the early days of APAT going to the Maybury, leaving the house in the south of London, at like 4 o'clock in the morning, driving up over the hills, just absolutely beautiful. Coming into the Maybury, and then you'd head down on a Sunday night. Fantastic.
Right. Okay. Enough now. Right. I think this satellite's getting silly now. It's got
What's
9 runners.
now?
It's got 9 runners.
On
in
a
it
card
now.
of bikers in there now.
We've ruined the value for the guys that were playing it. I feel terrible. It's they're all piling in. Oh boy, 70 is in there now. Talking of Scotland, and Sir Cross is in there, which is Nick. So they've all piled in, seen there's value in there. So so Charlie and Nick are in there now as well. So yeah, there's currently 9 in there. Late reg for another 18 minutes, and the bounty hunter is done at 62 runners. So nice little bit of value if you're playing in that. There are 30 of you left. So good luck in that one.
Leigh, the Oracle asks, won't Tom be in Vegas? He will indeed, Simon, but our plan is to have a Tom-shaped video device, in Glasgow. Tom will be streaming directly from Vegas into that. It will look like his features. Truly, it will feel like he's almost there.
Yeah, no. So we always made the decision when we extended the live schedule, and we talked about how many we wanted to try and fit in for the 20th anniversary, and we've obviously stuck, I think, about another 10 events in for the UK in total. We always, between the three of us, just said, look, we're not going to be able to attend everything. How would we do this? And Tom's been working closely with, a few of our good friends and people that have been supporters of APAT for a long time, who some are really keen on wanting to host and support some of these events. So yeah, you might well spot a few of the events during the year where Tom, Des, and myself aren't in attendance, and instead there will be a representative of APAT doing a sterling job and making sure that everyone's looked after for the weekend. So yeah, there's going to be a few of those throughout the year. So if you're looking for Tom Brady autographs, we'll have to let you know on the website which events he's going to be at and which ones he's that's assuming he gets safely back from Dublin, because he's been over there for longer than I think he thought he was going to be. So it's hopefully he'll be safely back, and then say it's Newcastle and Walsall coming up, and then Tom will definitely be over in Ash, because I can no longer do that one. So he's going to be representing over there for us, and I'm not sure whether he's going to Malta in the spring for the spring edition or not.
He always goes to Malta, doesn't he?
But I know he normally does the autumn one. I don't know whether he's doing the spring one or not. We will see. So top. All change again, chip-wise, because always the ace is back, unfortunately, just as the ever so slightly short stack now of these 4 remaining. Sat on 20 bigs. Budu has got 25 bigs. I Want to Be a Boss has got 50 bigs, and still the chip leader is Checkfold Dean with 77 bigs. Still a whole load of play. I Want to Be a Boss is super keen to show their cards. I don't know if you've noticed this, but they like show their hand at every possible opportunity. Oh, I got add a 6 of spades, or I had this, or I had that. They're forever providing information to others as to what they folded, or what they what cards they.
Are you suggesting that's a lax strategy, Leigh? What do you say?
I would never ever show cards unless I was trying to rattle somebody, and I thought there was any value in it. I mean, there really isn't benefit to showing, and you tend to find players do it when they're just getting card dead, and it's like trying to just prove that I'm card dead.
It's
I'm
not playing.
Again, it's not a good thing to do. Obviously everyone can play their own game and choose what they want to do, but I would highly recommend not do. And to say it's unless you want to just get. Sometimes it's the odd showing a card because you've got a bluff through, or you want to try. If it's a way a little bit needler trying to get a bit of an angle on a player, then fine. But for the vast majority of the time, yeah, I would avoid ever showing what cards you folded, or even talking about it. I mean, obviously, not that you trust a poker player anyway. I mean, if you sat at a table and a poker player says, "Oh yeah, I folded Ace King," yeah, of course you did, because poker players always tell the truth, don't they, Des? They never.
Well, you don't have to watch too many old poker videos, where some pro will say, "Yeah, I folded queens," and like you can see him with like Jack 4 or something.
Yeah.
We do lie.
Exactly.
We do lie. Simon says the Maybury in Edinburgh. It is indeed. Yes, the Maybury in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Bullet holes and all.
Yeah, it's a good proper old school.
Yeah, love that place.
Casino. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's.
Do you remember Ali, Leigh? Do you remember Ali from the old days? Ali was the cardroom manager up there.
Oh yes,
been around for years and years and years.
Very, very. I remember Edinburgh was the first time I ever met your boy Michael, who came to an APAT event, wasn't he? He came out to Edinburgh back in the day. Yeah.
God knows why he came to Scotland with me, but he did.
Random, I do remember that. Absolutely random. I remember, being in Edinburgh where TK and Tighty were playing dealing a sit and go, and I watched TK deal the same hand 2 times in a row to an entire table, and you just were like, okay, yeah. That's why we never let TK do any.
I'll stay out of this one. The Tighty sit and goes. I mean, we're in 20 years anniversary mode, Leigh. We can talk about some of the old times.
Well, it was Rich's birthday the other day as well. So
I saw that. He was out with his good lady, wasn't he?
Many happy returns to him, and hope he's well. I'd love to. We'll have to reach out and see if we could. See if Rich fancies coming along and playing.
Wouldn't it be amazing?
Maybe playing something in the Worlds, maybe in the summer. That would be good. Ace Queen versus the nines, and again it's turned again, and Buddy has got. I mean, that big old pot that was. There was 46 bigs in the middle of that, and that puts Buddy as our chip leader. Now only just, but it takes chip lead. With 4 left. Always the ace is all in for their 15 bigs. Gets a caller. Crikey, timing and everything. Ace Queen versus the Kings. It's the Ace Queen at risk. And we're going to lose. Always the ace in 4th place. Medal bubble, but can console themselves by picking up £483. So congratulations to always the ace. And we have got a final 3. We have our medalists. Czech Foldine with 72 bigs. We've got Buddy with 56 bigs, and I Want to Be a Boss with 44 bigs. You are our medalists. Now locked up £747. It's 1,275 for second, and it is just shy of £2,000 up top. And of course, the winner also will receive a Vegas 27 invite for Manchester in November, where they will be one of 27 players sitting down at an MTT with the winner takes all, picking up a $10,000 Las Vegas bankroll plus hotel, flights, and expenses. What are you doing with a $10,000?
Wouldn't that be lovely?
I mean, there's an event I can think of, that's happening, that might be worth playing.
Might be 10 million up top, Leigh. Can you imagine?
I mean, would you do it if you got that as a spot? I think you'd have to go and play it, wouldn't you? You'd have to do it. I mean, what you do is obviously, so we're covering your flights.
Yeah.
So it's £1,000 for your flights. We're covering your hotel for 7 nights hotel on the Strip. We're giving you $1,000 of spending money in Vegas, and then obviously the $10,000 bankroll.
Yeah.
So to be honest, you could then sell 30% of your action,
right?
Yeah,
if I won that package,
then that frees you up to have a bit more spending money or play a few more tournaments. I think that's probably the way you do it, and go, well, actually, and also, say if you're in the poker community and a recreational poker player, you'll have friends and people that go, I'll have a little piece of you for that, because you don't even need to sell it at a markup or anything. You just sell it at spot and just
and just give it a whirl. So I think if that was me, I think that's probably what I would do with it.
I know I would want to do that, Leigh. I can't say for sure I'd have the nerve to do it, because I can only imagine what the pressure must feel like if you sit down on day one of the main, effectively $10,000 worth of chips in front of you. Perish the thought that might include some family and friends investment as well.
I don't know, because I think if you've won it, I think you'll find people. You're not forcing people into doing it. They're only going to do it as Budgie was all in for 36 bigs. And I Want to Be a Boss is using their time bank. They've got them covered. So on a 9 king ace 7 jack board and folds in the end. Difficult. I think there's something wrong with this software, because the satellite is saying Tony G is the chip leader at the moment.
No, that's right. Clearly.
It must be lagging.
We call that a glitch in the industry.
I'll phone iPoker and get that fixed. That can't be right. Do they work on a Sunday? Do they work on a Sunday? Yeah. I'll give him a ring.
No. Just tell them not that Tony G. No.
Oh, aces versus King 7. I Want to Be a Boss has got the aces and is gonna get a double up through check fold Dean. I Want to Be a Boss was dwelling in that last hand with Budgie. What am I going to do? Do I put my 19 bigs in? Right decision, because next hand get dealt aces and gets a double up and is very much back in the game now.
Look at that flop.
Yeah. So Budgie and Chetfold D now both sat now on about 60 odd bigs. Want to Be a Boss has got 39. So very much back in the hunt.
This is closely.
For this, it's super. But there's now 12 in this satellite.
12, Leigh.
Seriously,
you've talked everybody into going into it.
Seriously, this is ridiculous. Who's joined since? Saint Even DT is the latest one to join. Clangman 10 is in there now as well, playing. Save Gary is now our chip leader. Chester from Bath, who was short stack a minute ago, is now on the second bullet, but is now second in chips. They're still going strong. You've got 7 minutes if you want to get in that. It's still value. I mean, it's still not covered the ticket yet. So there's still a little bit of value in it.
Leigh. Colin Foster in the chat box. Oh, we know Colin from Poker Raffles, right? Hi guys, great format. I was always the ace. Well done, Col. Great effort tonight.
Oh, amazing. How cool is that? Oh, well done, Con. Superb. So £483 better off. Just missed out on an APAT medal this time round. But hey, you'll have plenty of other opportunities this year online with us, with Sky. Congratulations, Colin. Yeah. We know you, my friend. Very well done indeed. And great to have you playing with APAT this year. Brilliant.
Too right. Look, the Oracle is out there again. He says two things. On Vegas, he says, or you could play a bunch of mixed games, right? Would any unused bankroll go to the player? I think the plan is you'd use the bankroll. But yeah, I mean, no shortage of mixed games in summer at the series or elsewhere in Vegas. I think that would be a really good option. The second thing that he goes on to say, Leigh, and I think he's referring back to, maybe it's the Bath boys, but I think it's Tighty. He says he's definitely punching. I'm not going to say that to Tighty, but he does look happy, and that's great to see.
Yeah, exactly. Now we'll see if we can get him along to some events. Now, hey, we may change our online partner, but some things never change. 5 to the hour, and players get a 5-minute break, and that is exactly what we will do. Let them have 5 minutes as we're down to the final 3. Let me just check what's going on in the other stuff. You've got. Yeah, you're going to have about 5 minutes or so left in the satellite. I'm looking at the list of players that's in it. To be honest, there's value in just playing against those players. To be perfectly honest, we're down to 23 in the Bounty Hunter. Let me see how that Sunday Major I was talking about. I mean, so when did we talk about that Sunday Major? About half an hour ago.
Yeah.
And what did I say?
I didn't think the number sounded too badly. To be honest,
what did I say? Did I say 56 runners?
Something like that. Yeah. And they needed, about 80 or something?
They need 90.
90.
It's now got 59 runners.
Oh, my word. Oh, dear.
Right? Seriously, I appreciate £100 buy-in is a lot, but there are satellites for this. You can win tickets for this.
Yeah.
If they run a, I think I said this last week, they run a free roll every Sunday night where if you've earned 20 points or something in the previous day, you get a ticket to that free roll. I think Tristan might have posted it up on Facebook earlier on. He gave a little kind of Sky kind of review, and he said check, make sure you check your wallets and
check your wallets.
But, you know, for tickets, because he said he played a little bit of cash or a little bit, and all of a sudden he had a €5 ticket here or a €1 ticket here and things like that. So worth keeping an eye on what's there and seeing what value you can get. Very much do. But this Sunday major, say 8,000 guaranteed, and in all the weeks I don't think I've seen it hit. It hit the guarantee. So well worth getting involved and playing. It does go on a little bit. So it's 6 hours on a Sunday night. I don't think it starts till sort of 8 o'clock or something like that. So it might drag on a little bit, but it's got nearly £3,000 up top for the winner at the moment. I mean, that's nearly as much as we've got in our main event. It's well worth checking out. But say not just that one. Do have a look at loads of others. And whilst we're quickly on a break, as we've got 2 minutes or so back before players come back on the break, whether I can, let me see if I can, whether that's going to, I don't know what's that's going to look like on the screen, Des. If you go back,
it's all right. That's a little bit to the left. But
I was just going to show you. It's just next Vegas qualifying event is tomorrow night.
Oh,
it is the free roll. Yeah, it is the free roll tomorrow
night. It's freely,
night.
Right?
Yeah, it is free. It's got £410 worth of tickets added on as well. Registration goes live at midnight tonight. Get yourself involved in it if you can. If you're about tomorrow evening, 7:30 on Sky. Winner will also get a Vegas 27 invite. And if you don't know anything about the Vegas 27 promo, everything's on the website. Just go and click over to the Vegas 27 page. It tells you all the stuff there. We'll be updating. We are ready to update a new name on the list. Can't wait to do that tonight once we've got our winner this evening. But Trung Nguyen won in London. Colin Fox won over in Dublin. And they're the first two of 27 winners in total. You can see all the qualifying events that you want to get involved in. All the details of what the person's going to get. Those 27 players will all go to Manchester in November and will play on a Friday night, one tournament, and somebody's going to walk away with that package. So well worth doing. Somebody asked me the other day, what about expenses if I win an invite to that? What do I do? Well, pretty much all of our main event winners are going to win a decent chunk of money with whatever event they play.
The cash you win, right?
The winner tonight is going to pick up nearly £2,000. So they've got the invite. So if they decide, of course, you don't have to take up the invite. But if you just got to put a tiny bit aside to go, okay, well that covers. We are throwing in some cash for the poker raffles winner as well. And I'll tell you what we should do as well. We'll do exactly the same thing for tomorrow night's free roll winner as well. We'll cover a hotel on the Friday night in Manchester for that person that wins that. Because they're only going to win a £100 ticket only. I mean, it's great, but they're going to win a £100 ticket with Sky. So we'll cover the hotel for the free roll winner as well. So same as we've done for the poker raffles winner later on in the year. We'll do that.
Leigh, delighted to see a bit of strong customer services coming from you there, because we've just had a letter, at least just arrived here at HQ, Leigh, and it's from a Mr. Tom Thorpe who addresses himself as West. Just West. Might be Bathley, might be. He says, I better out myself as Chester. Right, so Tom Thorpe is Chester. Cheers for killing the value.
Love. Yeah, it's completely gone. You've got 1 minute if you want to get in there. It's still only 13 entries, so it's still value. It's value at the moment.
Leigh,
still value in that.
There was 4 in it, Leigh, when you started to promote.
I know. Shouldn't do this kind of thing, to be honest.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, but who else has joined it recently? See Your Tilt Sky has just joined as well. Save Gary's currently chip leader. Chester, who is Tom, is second in chips at the moment. Hey, one of you guys is going to pick up an APAT seat tonight. So good luck to you all that are playing it. Yeah. Late Reg runs out in a minute. There's 10 currently sat down as we speak. So yeah, good luck to you guys in whoever gets that one. Every Friday, every Sunday. Check them out. It needs 3 players to run, and they will run. I'm not always on a live stream talking about it. So, to be honest, keep an eye on it.
We might have to change that, Leigh. We might need you on the live stream every night.
keep an idea on it on the Friday night, because that's the one which, if you can get 3 running, I mean, Des and I are normally, we're down the pub on a Friday night.
Yeah,
we don't
down the pub.
Crikey, yeah.
Playing a bit of LPPL, Lee. We're playing a bit of pub poker.
Yeah. So the Friday night's not a bad night to do. The doors are shut on that satellite. They won't let you in. That's it. They've taken the chairs away. There's just there's 10 of them in. So good luck to you who are left in that. We'll keep an eye on that, and I will post up the winner on Facebook. And you basically, and if you win one of those satellites, you just get added to our list. Sky will let us know who you are, and then say it's the same as if you win anything with raffles or anything like that with APAT. Just basically, I mean, let us know in advance, but to be honest, even if you're rocked up on the day to want to play something, we can normally cover that off.
Yeah. Lee, we have another outing in the chat box. This gentleman says, I jumped on the value. Thanks, Lee. Save the name. It's Save Gary, right? Sunday night, right? Well, he's probably working, Lee. Who is it? Gary. Save Gary.
Save Gary?
Yeah, he's working on a Sunday night. Come on, think back to the good old days. Well, I'm assuming he's working. He might not be working. Gary McBride.
Oh, is Gary McBride working on it? Save Gary, right?
Is it Save Gary? Is that the name? Obviously, I'm not looking at that lobby, but is that?
Save Gary is the chip lead. Is the chip leader?
Gary McBride.
Excellent stuff. Brilliant. I will add him to the list.
We're beginning to get to know names and user IDs.
Getting to know you.
Getting to know you. Yeah, that's as far as I go on that one.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so I was looking, Gary played the day 2, started with 32,000. So last time I saw Gary was Portsmouth, I think.
Yeah. I think the last time I saw him was at, I want to say they called it Aspers at the time, London, when he made a final table of our main event down there, didn't he? Didn't he win it? Maybe he won it. We're going back a couple of years, but Dossie's to my memory.
Well, he's still currently chip leader in that one. But you say that, the Sunday Major, which is to say it's a UK exclusive one on iPoker. If I wasn't doing the APAT show on a Sunday night, I'd be playing that tournament.
Yeah, you'd be scouting it.
And the trouble you've got is the only downside to iPoker is it's really difficult to play and have tables up to do live streaming. Normally you can have it on 2 separate things but it doesn't let you with this. You can only be logged in on one device, or so you can't even drag tables across. So I mean, people that have watched the show before will know occasionally I've been playing in the background on something else, but not possible here. Big pot building here. King 8-9-7-9 is the board. It's check fold Dean against Buddy, and Buddy's just about got Dean covered. Dean bets out 12 big blinds, and that's enough to get that one through. So check fold Dean's got 63 bigs. Buddy's got 42, and I want to be a boss has got 23. And VL09 Hog is now chip leader in the Bounty Hunter. VL09 Hog has been playing reasonably regularly on the APAT events in the last week or so. Recognise the name. But again, if anybody wants to out themselves and let us know who they are, Skywise, we will put a thread up on the group if anybody wants to know. I mean, I might even admit to my poker alias as well at some point. So. I did play the PL.
I'd be very surprised if we don't have some sort of grab on your poker alias on Sky Poker, Lee.
I did. I did play the PLO on Saturday night.
Did you really?
Yeah. So yeah.
How did you do?
Oh, I didn't do anything, to be honest. So I just flicked in and helped support the Omaha community. So yeah. But we're going to get PLO 8 up and running for the next online session as well. I think I probably will drop one of the bounty hunters because I'm not quite sure. We probably need one on a Friday and a Sunday, and I'm not sure whether the £30 on a Sunday works. Although, to be fair to the one tonight, it's had no satellites or anything for it, and it's not got far off the guarantee, with 62 entries in it. So maybe actually it's not a bad one to have at a £30 buy-in. But again, give us some feedback, guys. Let us know what you're playing. We're going to slightly adjust some of the satellites because I don't think enough satellites have run on the day of the day of the main event. So we'll look to adjust that as well, and try and get some more of those running, because they're currently running £1 into £8 ATs and then 8 ATs into a 40. So, but I just didn't feel there was enough of them running over the weekend when the main event day ones were on. So we'll look to adjust that. Czech is taking a little bit of a grasp on this final three now. 72 bigs. Badou's got 36, and a wannabe boss has got 18. And it raised from Badou to 2.2. Czech pops it up again and is really in command as a wannabe boss. Shows the deuce 4 of clubs. that's clearly
good hand. He's showing that. I'm going to show him.
Absolute nonsense.
How can I play this?
Yeah, but that's in big blind to give you so. Wannabe a boss has got about 300k. Badou's got 550k, and Czech Voldeen's got 1.3 million. So that's the situation at the moment. Doesn't feel like it feels a bit foot to the floor here for Czech Voldeen. As Badou raises it up again, let's see whether I want to be a boss is going to make the call. King 410 is the flop. Badou continues a little continuation bet, and I want to be a boss is down to 15 bigs now. They're just nibbling away here at this short stack. And obviously it's a big difference. They're locked up 747. Pounds now. Next pay jump is up sort of 500 quid. So it's certainly getting rid of the short stack here is a significant cash impact. James has gone back to the top of the tree in the satellite with 8 of them remaining. JD Yeti is back as chip leader again. Been chopping and changing in that satellite. It's about 4 or 5 of them have been chip leader at one point, but nobody seems to have got anything more than, so they start with 5k and no one seems to have got anything more than about 12.
It sound like an unruly bunch, Leigh. That's
that's
the picture I have of these people.
It feels like it's passing chips rank. Right, you could have a turn as chip leader now with just over double side stack for a little while, and then we'll move on. So who's it going to be? 3 players left. Super excited. One of these is going to get a Vegas 27 invite. It's great with the medals and everything else and the cash, but I'm genuinely so excited about the Vegas package and the chances of winning that. And I really can't wait for that final on the.
It's going to be great
on the Friday night. It's going to be at Manchester 235 Casino on the Friday before Poker Squads.
And we're going to stream that, Leigh, right? Assuming that the casino has bandwidth and stuff like that.
Yeah,
we'll
stream
the hell
all
out
that
of
and do it. And what's going to be super cool is we're obviously building up to it, but we're going to have some different guests on during the year as well, just to talk about how you choose to play that. It's a 27 runner event, winner takes all. Which is different from a normal tournament, and obviously such a big prize. How do you go about that? I mean, if say whoever wins this tonight has got an invite, so they know they're locked in for an invite. Do you then spend the next few months improving, looking at your game about, would you just rock up and play it? Or do you try and maybe do something to try and improve your chances of how you're going to play, play that tournament? Interested to see. Let us know what you guys would do if you manage to lock up an invite for it. But we're going to get a few experts on the show in the course of the year to find out how they would, whether they've got any tips. Or
Very
tricks
interesting question. Because it is a big prize, as we said. Vegas 27, great.
Yeah, it's an interesting one to know how you'll do it. Obviously, there's different
parts to that tournament. I guess it's first of all it's kind of building up to getting onto that final table, and that's how you then play that final table out. So there's elements to it, but obviously with no bubble or anything, it's just a straight straight playthrough. All diamonds on the board here.
Look at that,
it's Dean and Buddy. I'm just calling Checkfold Dean on the basis that it is a Dean. We'll find out that Checkfold Dean is not even Dean. It's somebody completely random probably. But we're assuming at the moment it might be Dean Pearson, because we know Dean plays a lot of APAT events, so we're assuming it might be him. And he's also rather good at APAT Online events. He does have
regularly, goes this deep. Yeah,
bit of historic success. 7 big blinds is the raise from I Want to Be a Boss out the button, only leaving 3 behind. Does Dean want to go for it? Trying to bust a player. No, decides no, not interested.
That was a strange raise, Lee. What does a 7 big blind raise with 3 back mean?
Doesn't really make a huge amount of sense. But you raise it up to 2.2. If Dean gets out the way, we'll see whether I Want to Be a Boss is prepared to. Dean raises it up to 9.4. Not the first time we've seen Dean do this. Budgie goes all in, and Dean's going to make the call. It's Ace King versus Aces. What a time for Aces against the chip leader. And it's going to be a double up for Budgie into the chip lead.
Wow.
That's how quickly things can change.
Wow.
What a time.
What
Aces against Ace King. Yeah. Neither of them are getting away from that 3-handed, I guess. Want to Be a Boss is probably sat there thinking, please. He's all in with Ace 7. Got called by the 8-4 of Budgie. Up and down straight draw.
Oh, it's an 8 there.
That's hit for a Want to Be a Boss. So it's going to be a double up for a Want to Be a Boss. Turned the straight. And they're now back up to 22 bigs. This is
very fast and furiously.
Feels like there's a little way to go in this. That's for sure.
Ala Pearson is out there, Lee. It's saying, confirming it is Dean. Thank you, Ala.
We kind of guessed it. We guessed it was that would be the case. Very much so. Yeah, really unfortunate with the Ace King there against the Aces of Budgie.
Absolutely, Lee. That 27 player, oh crikey, short format for a 10K poker bankroll plus expenses. Are you looking to build chips early there? What would you want to hit that final table with chips? Is it like get chips or go home?
I think you do. I think I don't think you're going to win it from.
You can't sit
from
back
being
there, right?
too passive. I don't see how you can win it from that point of view. You've got to if you can play passively, I suppose, and then get on the final table, and then you could go on a run. But ideally, I think you want to probably be putting yourself in a position where you bust a few players, whether you want to, how much risk you want to take early on. But it's still a reasonable field to get to. I suppose it's whether you feel you've got an edge over the field. If you've got an edge over the field, you're not going to take too much of a risk, because you're going to feel that over the distance you will be able to outplay those players. So it's I suppose it also helps if you knowing who else is in the 27, isn't it, and taking a view. And then obviously I guess one of the critical things, and we've got to decide how, we haven't decided how we're going to do this yet.
Right?
Well, one of the critical things I was going to say, we haven't decided yet how it is obviously going to be the seat draw.
Yeah.
Because if
you're a random draw, I'd assume.
But obviously that's a massive thing, isn't it? Is if you know a bunch of the players, and you say it's all about who you've got on that first seat draw, so whether you can build chips, or who you're up against. If you've got a tough opening table, it's not going to break for a good while, because it's going to have to bust a third of the field before it breaks down to 2. So that could be quite critical.
One assumes the seat draw is random, so you kind of you takes your chances there. But I haven't seen yet quite what the structure is. Whether it's going to be particularly slow or fast, or because that's going to be.
I think we're looking at sort of it'll be like a 7-8 o'clock start on the Friday night, and I think we'll design the structure so it sort of gets 5 or 6 hours play out of it. Something like that is obviously a bit of play. But when you say about the seat draw, obviously Tom and I are prepared to take
small contributions to our political
if
campaigns.
if anybody wants a particular seat, I mean, they've just got to
we can sell the seats.
not an issue whatsoever. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, we can do that.
I love it.
We can do, and obviously it's going to be a big year for 2027. I don't know whether you saw this the other day. Irish Open announced they're going non-Irish.
Hey,
they're heading around the world. So they've got already confirmed dates for this year to do effectively an Irish Open over in Australia and one in Marrakesh, and then they teased there will be a US stop in 2027. Which is pretty cool. They're going to take all of the fun of the Irish Open and take it around the world, which is, I think, it's super cool. The guys are amazing organisers of what they do as a festival.
Wow.
Aces versus Ace Queen. It's the other way around for Dean, but he's got to avoid the spades, which he does.
He does so.
And it's a role reversal to the previous hand, Aces versus Ace King. And Dean has a bit of a sweat there with the spades came out, but gets a double up and is back as chip leader again. Has now got 62 bigs against pretty much the 20 each of a Wanna Be a Boss and Budju. Yes, so Irish Open heading worldwide.
Good luck.
Good luck to the guys.
Of the boys. They've done a great job.
Yeah, good luck to the guys. It's an amazing team that organise and make all that happen. And yeah, good luck to them in looking to take what is an incredible week or 2 weeks in Dublin experience to further afield, and be interested to see where they do go in the US. There's nothing to say it has to be Vegas, because obviously licenses and things have opened up a little bit.
Yeah.
You might well find that they go somewhere a little bit different at a different time of the year.
I don't know what the licensing situation is, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them go to somewhere like New York. Where there's a huge Irish
interestingly
community
on the video that they released, I'm sure it was of New York skyline was in that bit of to be announced.
Surprise me at all. That obviously a ton of poker players and a great history of underground poker and stuff like that. So I think New York doesn't get big tournaments, to my knowledge. That could be really interesting.
If they could get the licenses and we're able to do it, the way the Irish Opens. I mean, it is. It'll be interesting to see how it does work in Australia or in Marrakesh, because the Irish Open. There's something about the Irish Open in Dublin, and it feels very relaxed in how they're able to put it on and how it works. Nothing seems overly too bothered, and it's all even for those that haven't been over there, even like the cashier area is like it's all a temporary thing that's put up for for that event in a hotel, similar to if you've been to the kind of the IPO when Ace King versus eights, and it's the eights at risk and a king for Dean on the flop. Means we're going to lose Budju in third place, picking up the bronze medal and £747. And we are heads up for our first online main event champ of the year. It's a 4-1 chip lead for Dean against a Wanna Be a Boss.
Played.
Let's see whether I Wanna Be a Boss, who's sat really tight in this final three. And was chip leader earlier on this final table. Let's see whether I Want to Be a Boss is prepared to go, right, okay, I'm not hanging around here now. I need to start playing some cards and see if I can do this. Because obviously one double up and all of a sudden it's 60 bigs versus 40 bigs.
Yeah.
And very much in the game. How much time you will spend waiting and seeing, because hands are going to fly around pretty quickly here. So let's see whether I Want to Be a Boss is going to up the aggression. Little raise there, 4 bigs in the middle on a 7-6-4 rainbow board. Goes check, and let's see whether Ace brings any action. Check from Dean, and Wannabe. It feels wrong calling them Wannabe, doesn't it? That doesn't feel right. I wanna
be your model.
That's not Awana's not going to work either as well. That's going to get clipped. So it's and it's all over. I didn't even get a chance to worry about it.
You just killed it. You just killed the moment.
Dean puts them all in on the river. 7-6-4 ace 5, and Dean had the ace 8-4 for the straight, and it is over. Congratulations to a Wanna Be a Boss
not quite a boss, but still silver medal and £1,275. Very well done to you. And our first online champion of 2026 is Checkfold Dean, picking up the APAT gold medal, £1,954. And more importantly than that, has got himself a Vegas 27 invite in November to Manchester. Don't think Dean will have to travel very far because he's up those parts. So congratulations to you, Dean. You are our first online winner for 2026. If you want to be our second Vegas winner, tomorrow night, folks, is where you need to be on Sky Poker tomorrow night. Let me bring up the the free roll information. So it's actually, I wonder whether I can let me see whether I can get it on the lobby. Let me go and find it.
That's a good idea.
Let me go and find the lobby. Where is?
I can't believe they're only opening it tonight, Lee. What?
Yeah, it only opens tonight. Is that? Are you getting that on the screen? Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit off center, but that's okay.
Yeah. So I just wanted to show you the prizes, to be honest. So £410 for the prizes. So £100 Sunday major seat for the winner. Then there's 4 lots of £40 Sky General seats, and then a load of £10 seats right down to 20th. Say free to enter. It starts at 7:30 tomorrow night. 5,000 starting chips, 5-minute levels, late reg for 30 minutes. So you've got between 7:30 and 8 o'clock to get in, or have pre-regged for it if you want to. Even if you late reg, starting stack. So even if you late reg, you'll be sat down with 25 bigs. So if you max late regged it because you're doing something tomorrow evening or whatever, then you'll still be able to get in for that. Say reg opens at midnight, so you can get in and do that. But of course, the winner will also pick up a Vegas 27 invite as well,
Sweet.
And we will add you to that to that list. So super cool.
Amazing, brilliantly. Thank you for your commentary this evening. Thanks everybody for playing the event and joining us on the stream. Lee and I, of course, will be back. We'll be back next Sunday night. Who knows? Maybe at this time, Lee, we might even have a winner.
Yeah, we've still got there's still 7 of them going at the satellite, so that's going to be going on for a little while, I think.
Yeah, that'll go on for a while, I think. Lee, what else? So obviously, do not forget the free roll tomorrow night, guys. That is just it's an absolute gimme. Take your shot, have fun, enjoy it, give Sky Poker a go. And poker raffles tomorrow night, Lee.
I was just going to say, and there you go, Dean. You're on the website.
Oh,
my
he's
friend.
on there already.
So you're on the website, my friend. So you're So I mean, obviously, we will just need to confirm with Sky that genuinely that is who it is. But you've already got an invite. You are the 3rd one on the Vegas 27 live final invite list, and the 4th one we will be doing tomorrow night. So poker raffles tomorrow night, APAT draw up for grabs if you want that. £1 ticket to win a 140 seat if you want that. We are just a week away from our Vegas 4K package draw as well, which will be say in 8 days time. We've got a lot of tickets to sell on that, so there's going to be some value in that, I think. So do get involved. Although the trouble is, me saying there's going to be loads of value in stuff now after that satellite thing tonight. I mean, no one's going to believe it, are they?
You're a value crusher, Lee.
Don't stand a chance, to be honest. But look, the important thing is, guys, is we'll put these things out there and you're supporting them. I genuinely am so chuffed that we got to that guarantee in the main event tonight. Yeah. Sky are supporting us and putting these guarantees up. I'm never a great fan of guarantees. I've said this many a time on the show. People play APAT events because of the community and the medals and the kudos of winning APAT championships and what we do in added value. So when sponsors and partners are prepared to put up guarantees, I kind of take it personally and I don't want to let them down. So really appreciate all of you for supporting that, and hopefully you'll continue to do that through the whole of 2026 with Sky. Really looking forward to everything we've got going on. But tomorrow night, the free roll. Do get involved in that one and let people know. that it's happening, because it's open to everybody with a Sky account. So do share it and let people know that it's going on. But we will find out who our next Vegas 27 invite is tomorrow night.
Absolutely superb. Thank you, Leigh. Okay, guys, we're going to leave it there. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a great week next week. Hopefully, we will see you at some point, either for the free roll, for poker raffles, or indeed for the APAT show next Sunday night. Have a smashing week, guys. I'm going to leave you with the APAT dates for the season ahead. Good night, everybody.